Hey guys, I want to come to you in a video format today because I want to talk about something that is like on my heart that I deal with a lot with my amazing clients, and it's all about like mindset and how you have to fake it till you make it. And honestly, that's where it all starts, and it can feel weird and uncomfortable, but that is literally how you're going to retrain your mind, thoughts, and belief system. And this is especially true when it comes to women because they are constantly stressed and putting pressure on themselves with the way that they look and their lack of confidence and feeling uncomfortable in their own skin. So usually women are focusing on the number on the scale and how lean they are and how jacked they are over how they feel and how their overall health and wellness is. But if you think about it, everything that we do is like a muscle. So the more we do or say something, the stronger it's going to get. So how do you think that we got those negative thoughts in the first place, or those subconscious beliefs? It's because we were either told over and over again, or we told ourselves that, or we believed the things that we're telling ourselves. So that is why we believe those negative, untrue things about ourselves, is that over time, that became our belief system. So the same goes with positive thinking and self-love and body image. You have to say and think over and over and over again, or write it out, journal it, whatever. The stuff we go through with my clients is I'm beautiful, I'm strong, I'm confident, I'm healthy, I'm fit, etc. And it will eventually start happening. And health and wellness is not just about food and exercise. And I'm so passionate about like kicking like that mentality of work out more, eat less to the curb, because that is why so many women are on this like rinse and repeat cycle and feeling stuck, and it messes with our body on so many levels, more than you could probably ever imagine. Like, what if you knew that you never had to diet again? You don't have to live in a world where you feel like you have to run on this hamster wheel, constantly stressed out about what you're eating and if you worked out enough, and I have to eat boiled chicken and broccoli again. It doesn't have to be that way. And so that is constantly putting stress on your body, which does more harm than anything else. And what you consider good, when you step outside what is considered good, especially when it comes to food, and if you're like worried about that, like I can totally relate. For when I used to compete and my life revolved around eating, sleeping, and training, and if I like stepped outside of what I was supposed to eat, it messed with me mentally, you guys. Like, it would ruin me for days. I would feel guilt, I would feel shame, and I would feel like I'm like, oh well, fuck it, like now my workout's gonna be shit, and now I'm gonna get fat, and all of these crazy things that in hindsight now I'm like, how did I ever like think that? But it's because it was ingrained into my brain, and it was a cycle I had to break about my limiting beliefs. And so once you can like really know that there isn't any good or bad food, and that you don't have to exercise excessively, because if you're not even eating enough in the first place and then you're exercising super hard, you're putting your body under stress. There's many different types of stress, and that's for a different day and a different post, but stress is like our number one thing that really like hinders us besides our mindset. So like, trust me when I say it, I've been there before. And another thing that I want to say is, it isn't one or the other. Everything is everything. So our mind, body, and soul have to be completely aligned so that we can get the results that we desire. So without your mind being right, your body will never follow. And it all starts from really like working within, and that's like the hardest thing. Like, all the testimonies I get from my clients, which I'm going to be sharing more and more, is I went in for nutrition, I went in for the scale to change, I went in for those physical transformations, but I got so much more than that because they were able to dig deep, retrain their thoughts, retrain the way that they're thinking about themselves, retrain the way that their beliefs. And so you can reverse all the damage that you've done. However, it doesn't take a month or 2 months. Shit takes time. It takes a lot of time, and it's a journey that's never really never really ends. And that's the whole point of developing a lifestyle that works for you, setting those realistic expectations for yourself so that you don't feel like you fail over and over again. It's like learning how to give yourself grace, knowing that there's not good and bad food, that you're going to be okay, learning how to navigate through your feelings and emotions are all part of this. And so really dig deep and ask yourself, what are you willing to actually give up to look a certain way or to see a certain number on the scale? Because let me tell you something, no matter how fit or skinny or buff you want to be, you're never going to feel any different because you didn't change what was going on within first. And that's something that's so freaking powerful because I did go through this and it took work, years. And that is where true happiness lies, is within. And that's where true transformation that will last forever lies, within. And so I'm gonna end it with this. Everything happens on a mental level before you can manifest it on a physical level. So that's why it's so important to get your mindset right. You have to believe in yourself no matter what the external circumstances are. So where do you start? You do the simple things and activities on a daily basis that seem to make no difference at all in the act of doing them. You don't even really have to notice them. They're not going to overwhelm you. They're not going to put stress on you. They're not going to make you feel like you don't have time to do it. And over a period of time, we all dig graves for ourselves. So it's like we get the choice whether that's a good or bad grave. So wouldn't you rather live in a happy, healthy body than one that you're constantly trying to seek happiness out of the way that you look? And I just want to leave you guys with that today because it's on my heart. And this is something that we really dig in deep with my clients, is that getting our mindset in alignment with the rest of our being is where a lot of people lack. So it's easy for people to go on a diet and start exercising, but to look inwards and reflect and take ownership of our thoughts and actions, that's where real change happens.